Indian Govt bans manufacture, sale and use of identified single-use plastic items from July 1, 2022.
Here's a summary of the article.
The government has notified Plastic Waste Management Amendment Rules, 2021, prohibiting identified single-use plastic items by 2022. On thickness. The thickness of plastic carry bags will be increased from 50 microns to 75 microns from September 30, 2021, and to 120 microns from December 31, 2022, according to the notification dated August 12. Non-woven plastic carry bags should not be less than 60 gram per square meter with effect from September 30, 2021, the notification said. The manufacture, import, stocking, distribution, sale and use of following single-use plastic, including polystyrene and expanded polystyrene, commodities shall be prohibited with effect from July 1, 2022. Earbuds with plastic sticks for balloons, plastic flags, candy sticks, ice cream sticks, polystyrene for decoration, plates, cups, glasses, cutlery such as forks, spoons, knives, straw, trays, wrapping or packing films around sweet boxes, invitation cards, and cigarette packets, plastic or PVC banners less than 100 micron, stirrers, it read. The provisions will not apply to commodities made of compostable plastic, the notification said. In June 2018, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced that India will eliminate all single-use plastics in the country by 2022. In a statement, the Environment Ministry said plastic packaging waste not covered under the phase-out of identified single-use plastic items should be collected and managed in an environmentally sustainable way through the extended producer responsibility of the producer, importer and brand owner as per Plastic Waste Management Rules, 2016. The Centre had earlier asked states and union territories to constitute a special task force under the Chief Secretary or the Administrator for elimination of SUP and effective implementation of the Plastic Waste Management Rules, 2016.
This post received a score of 7,700, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Start banning use of plastic in fishing and we got ourselves momentum. Hemp nets?
They banned hemp not because of psychoactive substances but because at the time it was cheaper, stronger, and more readily available than plastic fibers. It was an obstacle to the then growing plastics industry and it simply had to go.
Funny enough, hemp's threat to another growing industry is what started the whole vilification of cannabis. It was lumber, paper back then.
If weed, hemp, cannabis were legal and utilized properly, we could save the world. Change my mind.
Take a puff and pass. That will change your mind for 2 hours or so.
Now, that's when I do all my good thinking. Whose side are you on? I'm on the side that's passing the weed around.
We share the same pipe, brother.
Fantastic. Needs to be globally.
Australia and I think New Zealand are hopping on this train, including banning compostable plastic, because it's a fallacy in many ways. Which sucked to read in this article that India would allow that. But it's just a term plastic manufacturers exploit, when it still needs to be processed in facilities to do so. And many people still just throw it in the trash thinking it's better, when plastic is plastic is plastic. Unfortunately, I see the US being among the last to adopt something like this.
US is always the last to adopt anything that is not in their own immediate best interest. This is a step in the right direction, but there needs to be consequences for people finding loopholes. Maine banned all plastic bags a couple of months ago. Shaw's, a local supermarket, decided to create extra thick plastic bags and market them as reusable because they're so thick they claim they can be used more than 10 times or some ridiculous shit like that. Instead of moving to paper bags, they've used this shitty loophole that continues to harm the environment.
The real answer is that you just tax the carbon life cycle. That would make it prohibitively expensive to give away plastic bags for free.
In Taiwan, there's a fee for getting plastic bags with whatever you buy. Like 1 NT, tilde 3 cents, for a small bag, 2 to 3 for a regular grocery bag. While this is a very small fee, most people opt not to have a bag, or bring their own reusable bags, or just bags from previous orders. Economic incentive is almost always the strongest incentive, even beyond legislation, especially where a certain segment of the American population is involved.
Greater than economic incentive is almost always the strongest incentive, even beyond legislation. Isn't the point of progressive legislation and enforcement exactly that, requiring big sticks when economic incentives fail? Currently, external costs such as climate change are barely addressed in modern supply chains since there is no global, US federal, or state carbon tax. Where I live, there is no state, county, or city law against single-use plastic bags. Since we know the sabotaged IRS is already useless against the biggest offenders of its subject matter, any agency tasked with enforcing carbon taxes and cheaters needs sufficient money and resources. The same goes for penalizing stores to offer the choices you showed.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.